So Journey just dropped their fourth single from their forthcoming album, Freedom. This track is titled Don't Give Up on Us, and I think this might be the best track so far from the bunch. Welcome back to Pixel Positive Music, and let's dive into this brand new track from Journey. When you first hear Don't Give Up on Us, your mind is probably going to go straight to Separate Ways from the Frontiers album. And yeah, that this song is basically, at least for me, this song is basically a like a successor to Separate Ways, Worlds Apart, which is a classic Journey hit. I mean, it's a concert staple, it's a radio hit. We all know that song. This song, Don't Give Up on Us, is so similar to Separate Ways, and it works really well, I think. I have a few issues with this song, just nitpicks, but I think of the four songs that we've gotten from Freedom, which we had, the very first one was The Way We Used to Be from last year, and then this year we've got You Got the Best of Me, and then Let It Rain. I think this is the strongest track. That's just my first impression. That might change over time. I was very high on You Got the Best of Me. I thought The Way We Used to Be and Let It Rain were very middling. Let It Rain especially was very different for the band. I don't think it was a bad track, but it was just different. It's a different sound. We know the band is trying some different things. Neil was really talking up their rhythm section, Randy Jackson, Narada Michael Walden, and we got that with Let It Rain. It was a very funky, bluesy type song. Don't Give Up on Us is typical Journey. This is honestly closer to classic Journey than anything we've gotten from them in a very long time. I think this song is just a touch too slow. I think if it were sped up just a little bit, played at just a slightly faster tempo, we would have a much more cohesive sounding song. It's a little long. I think speeding it up would have fixed that a little bit. And then the production, I think, is better on this one. The chorus is still kind of muddy. The rest of the song sounds very good. I think the drums, the bass, the keys, the guitars, and Arnell's verses sound pretty good. It's the chorus that is just really muddy, and that's something we've had with You Got the Best of Me. It was a really big problem on that one. And it's Let It Rain, I think, had some pretty muddy production as well as far as the vocals. So I'm not really sure what's going on with the production on this album. For me, it's pretty inconsistent because The Way We Used to Be was fine. And then we've kind of gone all over the place since then on production. So I'm hoping that the album is a bit more consistent. I think obviously these tracks are done, they're mixed, they're not going to change before the release, but I'm hoping when the album comes out, we find that mostly it's consistent on the mixing. But, I think overall this is a very good track. This is a very nostalgic track for a fan to sit down and listen to. I was immediately hit with nostalgia. Those opening scents sound so much like Separate Ways, but it's not in a bad way. I mean, even the guitar solo kind of calls back to that, and then the closing drum cadence as the song wraps up, it reminds me so much of Separate Ways. I think it works. I think some people might not like this one. They may say that it sounds too similar to Separate Ways. It's the band just trying to recapture that heyday. And I'm not sure if the band, I don't know if this, I'm sure it was intentional. I'm not sure if they did it as just a callback or just a way to kind of modernize that classic rock sound that they did so well, but still keeping it central to that. I'm not really sure on this one. But either way, I think the song works. I think this is a great track. It was a great single choice. Also, let's just talk about the fact this is our fourth single from Freedom. It's a 15-track album. It comes out July 8th. Yes, Neil's been talking about this album for a long time now. Or at least it feels like a long time. But this is our fourth single. It's a lot of singles for the band to put out before the album even releases. That tells me a couple things. Tells me that they're confident and that they actually believe in this new music. They think it's actually good. And it tells me that they're actually trying to market it. I mean, Revelation and Eclipse were Revelation I thought was a great album. Eclipse was a great album as well. They're just very different albums. Those albums I felt like were not marketed very well. Revelation obviously was marketed a lot better because Arnell had just joined, but Eclipse especially was not marketed well. Both albums I think were physical exclusives to Walmart, and whereas Freedom, you can buy it online, you can buy it at different retailers. They're doing vinyl this time. They don't usually do vinyl, which is crazy, but I'm glad they're doing vinyl. They even are offering signed copies. So it tells me the fact that they've done 4 singles before this album has even released tells me they're very confident, and that is exciting. As a Journey fan, we are getting a 15-track album in 1 month, and we haven't had any albums in 11 years, and a 15-track album. I don't think we've had anything that long since Trial by Fire, which Trial by Fire was the final Steve Perry album. It came out in 96, and, you know, might have some middling opinions on that. Trial by Fire is my favorite Journey album. I love the variety of like sounds that they approach. The band was pretty fearless with Trial by Fire. They did all kinds of different things, and it seems like they're doing that again. This album so far feels like a Trial by Fire almost. Each track is so different from the other, and I'm so excited to see what these other tracks are going to bring us. I mean, we look based on some of the track listing. If I'm just reading the track listing right here, we've got Together We Run, Don't Give Up on Us, Still Believe in Love, You Got the Best of Me, Live to Love Again, The Way We Used to Be, Come Away With Me, Afterglow, Let It Rain, Holding On, All Day and All Night, Don't Go, United We Stand, Life Rolls On, and Beautiful As You Are. It's a very varied track list in terms of just names, and so I think we're going to get a very varied album, which is very exciting. Yeah, I mean, I'm very impressed with Don't Give Up on Us. This is a very good track. Whenever I read that name, I thought, oh, this is going to be like a mushy ballad, which I'm okay with that too. But no, this is a mid-tempo rocker, and it works well. It's a great track. It's the band doing very well. I mean, they're firing at all cylinders on this one, so I'm very, very pleased with what Journey has put out so far. Let me know in the comments, how do you guys feel about Don't Give Up on Us? I love the comments I've been getting on You Got the Best of Me and Let It Rain. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel featuring Journey all month long leading up into Freedom. We're doing reviews of every single Journey album. It's a series I'm working on. So far, I've got Journey and Look Into the Future, their first 2 albums. Those are posted. And then I'm going to have the review for Next, their 3rd album, coming up probably about Wednesday, and then hopefully Infinity by the end of the week. With the goal being we're going to get every Journey album reviewed by the release of Freedom. Trying. And so, I mean, if you guys love Journey, subscribe. Check out that series. It's been very fun exploring the beginnings of the band, and it's going to be very fun going through their discography, getting to the point where we're at now. So yeah, absolutely. Leave a comment. Let's talk about this new track. And yeah, I cannot wait for Freedom. Let me know if you guys are excited for Freedom, and I will see you guys on the next video.